Hey you guys, welcome back for another video. It's pretty bright out here, a little cool, so that's why you see I have a bigger coat on, but I'm really excited today because something happened to me that haven't happened to me in a while, and I wanted to, as soon as I stopped driving, I decided to, hop on live because sometimes this happens. I remember saying this in another video, and it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's gravy. Okay, so I want to give you guys a minute to log on here to really get positioned. I think this is going to be a fantastic video, and this just go to show me and to show you guys that this stuff works. If you look on my last video, I have a comment where somebody tried one of my things, and like I said, one of my ideas, and like I say all the time, this stuff is common sense. It's just not commonly practiced. Okay, like I didn't make this stuff up, but I stay consistent at doing this stuff. So that's how I know this stuff works. Okay, through consistency. Now, what I want to talk about right now is I decided to try my hand in a very, very long time, to try my hand at, you guessed it, door to door. Okay, so you hear me talk about door to door a lot. You should go door to door, door to door, door to door, door to door. It works. You should go door to door. But I haven't really done it in a long time. And to be honest, the way we've been drumming up business recently with any new accounts that we've gotten is through the phones, through what we would do with the lead generation program, right? We've been making tons and tons of calls. I have people that start at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning. They're done by noon, right? And then they repeat the process again the next day. So that's generally how it goes for us to pick up new accounts. We have been using some social media. We've been using the power of the mailers, right? I have the most fantastic flyers known to man, and once we send those out, we just do follow-ups behind them. So it's just different ways that we go about to get accounts and try to build that traction, right? To get that to get that traction, get that momentum, if you will, right? But I haven't been doing door to door in a long time, but I know it works. So I tried my hand today, like I said, at door to door, and I walked into a situation, offered my service. I say, hey, I'm Fabio Hart, Hollywood Janitorial Service. I gave him my little spiel. I had my business cards. Had a flyer, and sometimes it works in your favor when the potential client is really desperate to have a cleaner. I don't know if I could say, how I sold myself worked, or I don't know if it was just them being desperate that worked. But when I walked into the account, they asked me if I were able to clean the account today. Basically, can you start today? And you're going to get that here and there throughout the course of your career in commercial cleaning. It's not going to happen all the time. Okay? There's going to be a lot of politics, a lot of, phone calling, coming back and forth, this and that you might have to go through before you even get the account. But inevitably, you're going to get those accounts where someone is just desperate to have a commercial cleaner, right? And you just happen to walk in on the right day at the right time and caught them in the right mood, right? Because all of that plays a part. So I walked into a facility today, and like I said, I gave him my little pitch. I said, I'm Fabio with Hollywood Janitorial. I would like to know if you currently have a commercial cleaner. Let them talk. No, we don't have a cleaner, but we need cleaning bad around here. We do everything in-house. I'd say, okay. Would you like to do a quick walkthrough? We can do a quick walkthrough. See what you guys need. I kind of went through the whole spiel. So, I really, to be honest, and I tell you guys, and this is why I tell you guys, go prepared. I really wasn't prepared to really do a walkthrough because I know really like how it goes, generally speaking. Like when I go in, it's more of a conversational thing. And a lot of times they set up a time for us to come back and do a walkthrough. Not all the time do we walk in, do the client want us to do a walkthrough right away and start the very same day. So we picked up this account. I had to, and I tell you guys all the time, I keep contracts, agreements, flyers, business cards. I keep them in a folder right here in my vehicle, because I never know. I was prepared for that. The estimates and everything, I wrote that up. Generally, I don't hand write up anything, but I actually just came out to my vehicle, sat here, turned the music on low, and I just wrote it up. Bam, bam, wrote it up based on what I remembered. I didn't even write down the details as to what they wanted done. I just kind of remember based on what they showed me in the video, what they showed me in the facility, and then I went on and wrote it up. Now, they need us 3 times a week, right? The building was medium built, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like too small, but it wasn't huge. But they didn't have a cleaner. They were doing cleaning inside, or in-house, what we call it, and they was in desperate need of a cleaner. So we will be starting that account today. That account, I will be actually working in that account myself, but I normally work in accounts 30 days and then I hire somebody. But because my business has grown across the board, as a whole, in terms of just me getting accounts, I've gotten so used to not cleaning. Once they did the walkthrough, I know what to do, kind of how to go about to do it. I got an idea about how long it's going to take. They want it done, 3 times a week, which is fine. This particular account, I didn't charge them by the hour. I actually charged them per cleaning. So I always tell you guys, you have the option of charging per hour or per cleaning. And I just thought it was very fundamental. It was very easy approach by just charging them per cleaning opposed to per hour. So no matter if it took us 1 hour to clean or 4 hours to clean, we're going to get the same dollar amount. Okay, you can't beat that sometimes. Okay, so we're going to start that account today. By the way, if you guys just joined my live, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Just help a brother out. I'm trying to put out this information. I'm trying to help you guys and motivate you guys, keep you guys posted as to how I move. Keep you guys posted to, the latest things that I'm doing. So at the very least, I will hope that you guys like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. But anyway, like I said, we walked in this situation. I think they were pretty desperate, or maybe they were tired of cleaning up themselves. And we picked that contract up. We picked it up. Like I said, I wrote it up in my vehicle. I normally don't like to do that, but I guess that's why I carry, like empty contracts, right? Just, so contracts and agreements, keep them in a folder, business cards, postcards, flyers, all of that stuff. You kind of got to keep that stuff ready to go. So again, once we did a walkthrough, I figured out what they needed done. I memorized it because, again, I didn't think that we were going to wind up doing a walkthrough, but we did. And I came back out and wrote it up, took it in to them. They accepted, and we started them today. So this goes to show you guys that a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about does work. It does work. I remember saying on countless videos that you can walk into deals just like this, especially homes. I have some of the most amazing ways known to man to get new residential accounts. Okay, now if you're interested in that, I've never mentioned it on any video, and I know that for a fact. I have shared it with a few of my YouTubers here, subscribers here on YouTube, I should say. I've shared it based on them purchasing my coaching. So if you want my coaching, for those that's interested, the coaching is $75 per hour. Usually 1 hour is pretty much all you need. For the first 5 people, I'll say the first 5 people that's interested, I will relinquish that information, and the information that I've never shared here on YouTube ever, period, to the first 5 for only $55. If you're interested, I'll give you 1 hour of spectacular information. You write down the questions, you write down every single thing that you wanted to ask me. You get me on the phone for 1 hour, and we're just going to take off, okay? $55 now, that's a substantial discount. I really should be charging more than $75 an hour. But because I don't push that as much, I'm willing, all you have to do is email me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. In the subject line, I want you to write $55 coaching. Okay? I'll explain to you how to do the payment and all of that. Write $55 coaching in the subject line. Okay? And for the first 5 people, the first 5 only, the first 5, I don't care how many people, but the first 5, I'm going to give it to you for $55. That shows that you're really interested, that you're excited, and I'm going to relinquish the information on how I pick up residential accounts. Okay? And it's really no work to myself. Okay? Once you get in the door, there's a certain technique that I use that it's just a domino effect after that. And I'm going to share that with you. Just remind me when you get me on the phone, say, hey, Fabio, you were talking about this way that you pick up residential accounts. I'm interested in learning how to pick up those accounts. What do you do? It's your secret sauce, so to speak. And it's really, really simple. I just never shared it on YouTube. You know, you ask a millionaire how to make millions, he'll tell you how to make millions, but he probably won't tell you every way that he makes millions. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Right? So you ask me how to pick up accounts, residential or commercial. I tell you how to pick up accounts, but don't tell you everything that I do to pick up accounts, okay? Okay, but I'm willing to share this information. It's my song right here. It's my celebrate dance. No, I'm just having fun with you guys, but anyway, like I said, you just write $55 in the subject line of that email, and write $55 coaching, in the subject of that email, and I give you the coaching for the first 5 people for $55. Okay? If you want it, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But again, like I say, you can get these deals everywhere USA. Just walking in, right? Staying persistent. This is the first time I ever walk into this facility. They've been looking for a company like me, right? They've been looking for a commercial cleaning company. But I just happened to walk in today. So I call this money in the bank, because there's a lot of contracts out there like this where you could just walk in the door and they want you to start today. We actually start today, okay? We start today. 7 o'clock tonight is when we start. The manager is going to be looking forward to us being there. She want to go over a few more things that she would like to talk to us about. What I'm going to do is call one of my employees over, and as I learn, I'm going to train them as I learn. Not, like I said, I normally don't do that. I normally work the entire facility myself for the first 30 days, and then once I get the hang of what to do, then I go and hire someone else. I'm switching it up a little bit different because I normally don't work in the facilities. Okay, I normally don't work in the facilities these days because I'm so busy doing other things, right? I got my hands in other things. So it can happen. It can happen. Like I said, I just took a stab at going door to door today, and I picked up that one account. That's the only one. I'm not here to, make myself better than I am. That's the only account that I picked up today. Everything else is possibilities, right? I got to do follow-ups. We got to do this. We got to do that. So it may be more accounts over the course of the weekend. And I find, over the course of the weeks. And I find that it's getting colder now. Sometimes in certain areas, this is the season that people are starting to hire new vendors or new companies, right? They got new lawn care services, right? They have new window cleaning services. They have new commercial cleaning services. They have new, whatever, right? They have these different vendors, right? New security company services. For those, I have a friend, he does security. He has the security company he started actually a long time ago through watching my videos, and he's doing pretty good actually, picking up just smaller size accounts, and all I do is sit, watch the monitors, and he just got motivated after watching my videos. Started his security company. But there's companies waiting for us to walk in if only we just walk in. A lot of you guys get nervous. I get it, because you don't know the people. You don't know what they're going to say. I get it. It's not like they're going to whoop your ass, right? It's not like they're going to tell you, hey, put your hands up, put your hands on the wall, right? It's not like they're going to strip search you or anything of that sort, right? The most they can tell you is, I'm sorry, we have somebody right now. Just check back with us in 3 or 4 months, and we see where we're at with, at that time. Or we have someone that we're satisfied with, and then at that point you can say, hey, would it be okay if I check back in, the next quarter, or by the end of this quarter, or can I check back in 3 months, or would it be okay if I check back in 6 months to see where you're at? Okay, and that's it. It's small talk. It's no different than, if, somebody call you and say, hey, can I borrow your car? Right? If you got something to do, you're just going to say, I'm sorry, normally I would, but I can't let you borrow my car today because I have something to do. Right? You didn't say, hey, yada, 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 you can't borrow my car, here's why. You just, hey, casually speaking, you say, hey, you can't borrow the car today because I have something to do with it. Right? Now, other than that, you probably would have let the person, you probably would have loaned your car out to the person, right? It's the same thing, you guys. Just like we would want them to respect the fact that we had something to do with our vehicle today. You have to respect the fact that they have a cleaning company. Don't be nasty. Don't let that discourage you. No one ever just slammed the door in your face. Like, I've never experienced that. That's totally unprofessional. And I really don't think anybody would ever do that. Right? So it's nothing to really be worried about when you go door to door. I've gave you guys countless, examples. Knock on the door, you come in, residential, this and that. I'm going to share my residential tactics with you guys, because we jump back into the residential realm, and I'm going to start doing more videos about residential too, if you will. It's just I'm really honed in on commercial, because I believe you can make a lot of money very, very quick with commercial. But the thing is, with commercial opposed to residential, we collect checks every week. Commercial, we collect checks every month. We bill, either a net 15, which is like bi-weekly pay, or we'll bill a net 30, which is every 30 days. We bill every 30 days. But with the residential side of things, you can bill them weekly, or you can get paid the same day, depending on how you want to do it. I tend to like to pick up just one check for the week with residential, because I'm not really so hard up on the money. So I would like if I clean an account maybe 2 or 3 days, or if we clean an account 2 or 3 days out the week, I'd rather get that 2 or 3 day account, that 2 or 3 day check at the end of the week, opposed to just get $70 now. This is hypothetically, right? So I get $70 now. I'm gonna get $70 the day after tomorrow, and $70 the day after that, right? Just hypothetically speaking, I would rather all of them $70 put together give me just one check at the end of the week, right? Now, if you need it every day, you get it every day. But that's how I would like for it to go, right? But I'm going to share all my tactics with those that's interested in the residential stuff, okay? And I got some tactics that I use too for commercial. I've shared most of that, but for the residential stuff, it's bread and butter once you understand how to do it, okay? Again, if you're interested in that coaching, what you're going to do is email me, put $55 coaching in the subject line. That let me know that you're serious. That let me know the base of this email. That way when I read it, I can instruct you how to go about to make the payment, and we can get that consulting or get that coaching on, and you guys are going to be off and running, okay? For those that's interested in my flyers, I've gotten a great deal of emails about it. I don't push these things too much. For those that's interested about my flyers, what you want to do is go ahead, just put flyers in the subject line. If you're interested, just put interested in flyers, okay? And I'll go ahead and give you a discount on the flyers for those that's interested in the flyers, okay? Now, this is serious, you guys, because you got people that's selling flyers and they're selling them for hundreds of dollars, okay? These are flyers that we do in-house, okay? And that just as quickly as you send the payment, you can get the flyer in a PDF file, and you could, change the wording, do whatever you want to do. I wouldn't change it because it works, but you could change it. We'll send it to you in an email form. You go ahead and manipulate it, print it right off, and then make dozens of copies of it. And there you go. Okay. With the coaching is for the first 5 people. It's $55 for the first 5 people that's interested in the coaching. And specifically if you're interested in how to pick up their residential accounts. Okay. But like I said, back to us picking up this new contract today. It's a commercial contract. Just trying my hands going door to door. And I didn't even feel my best today, to be honest. But I walked in, I was professional, I was clean, right? I gave a great presentation. I looked eye to eye. I was personable. I didn't go in like I'm snobbish. I didn't go in like I didn't want to be there, like my head hurt. I was smiling, right? Yes, who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning for your facility? Oh, that would be such and such. Great, is such and such available at this time? You see how casual I am with it. It's not forceful. I'm not selling them cleaning, right? I just want to speak to him real quick, right? Yes, he's available. Yes. Okay, great. Can I speak to him for a second? Yeah, sure. And what's your name? Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Fabio Hart. Right? You see how casual, how that fluent that just comes out, right? Okay, great. They go and get him. Hi, Fabio. I'm Mark. Hi, Mark. Fabio. Mark, may I ask you, do you guys have a commercial cleaning company, or would you be interested in commercial cleaning for your facility? Right? That's the basis of how it goes. You're not selling it, right? But the way you come off, Mark is going to remember you, right? If you come off bougie or bad and bougie, right? If you come off, just so uppity, so uptight, relax. Just be yourself, be comfortable, right? You're not going in there selling, popsicle sticks to Eskimos, right? Or any of these outdated gadgets or anything. All you're doing is going in, selling yourself, right? Like I said, I didn't even feel that I was dressed all that, particularly well. I was actually have on some jeans, a nice little sweater, some Rockport, some comfortable shoes, and I just went in there. I just took a stab at it, right? Knocked on the door, go in, presented myself, have my business cards. Like I say, I have my starter kit always in the car. I told you what that consists of. If you don't do nothing else, you want to ride around. If you're on the bus, you better get your backpack because you want these items in there. You want an ink pen, some pencils. You want your agreements, right? Your estimate breakdown sheet if you have one. Any contracts or whatever the case is. Your business cards, your flyers, your postcards. You want all of that stuff. And I'm not talking about with the corners bent up, right? I'm talking about you want it nice and neat. You want it very presentable. Any proposals that you have, okay? Some people, have their bidding proposal. They put in the bid. Any proposals that you have, you just have them available. Brochures, all of that stuff. Okay, every company is different. Okay? But you want to have that stuff. I mean, like I say, if you're on public transportation, get your little backpack, right? With a little folder, put your business cards in there. These backpacks got all these components. Put your business card in that department. Put your, flyers and stuff. Get your little 5-star folder, right? Neatly put it in there. All right, so when you open it up, things isn't in disarray. When you need the flyer, here's the flyer. You need your postcard, here's the postcard. You need your ink pen, here's the ink pen. You need your pencil, right? You want to maintain that professional level, right? When you walk in there, they won't even know you just hopped off the bus to come in there, right? And I'm just talking regular shit, right? Because not everybody have a vehicle, but that doesn't mean that you can't pick up a contract, right? Some people might have to take Uber to an account. Whatever you have to do to get into that contract, do it. Do it. Okay? You must pick up your phones. I tell you this all the time. So many people listen to what I say, but we pick up the phones. Now, I don't always pick up the phone, right? But I have people in a position to pick up the phones, right? So when they call our office, the 888 number, they call the office. We have people in position. Sometimes we're super busy. We have to make call back, but we try to follow up as quickly as we can. We don't just wait the whole day because we work. You have a job or something like this, right? Because you don't want them to, look for somebody else to come in and clean. You want that contract, okay? You want that contract. You have to win at all costs. You have to win. It's imperative, Okay, so that's why I'm talking to you guys, because if I can do it, and I really wasn't even trying hard. I was like I said, I was just knocking doors today. I'm going in. I walk into this one facility, and it's like they jumped out their skin. It's like they were waiting for me to come in. It's like, fuck, what took you so long, dude? We've been waiting for you. Where you been? Right? Because they were doing everything in the house. And we start them today. That's the whole point of this video. You will get those people, whether it's residential or whether it's commercial, you will get those people who want you to start today. And we're not going to let them down. We're going to start today. I'm going to be there today at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock p.m. is when we start. Okay? So I'm letting you guys know that if I can do it, you can do it. Right? So I just add a whole nother bonus income to the checks that we're already getting. Right? And I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel I look my best today. My hair's, a mess in the bun. I just gave it a shot. I just said, hey, let me see what I could do. I walked in there. I'm clean, right? I walked in there, introduced myself, found out who the decision maker was, talked to the decision maker. I was very personable, right? Hey, I offered to do a quick walkthrough, not a lot of time, out of their schedule. Let's just do a quick walkthrough, see what they need done, right? And we did that walkthrough, and we got the account. Again, I don't know if we got it based on just my presentation and based on the price and based on everything, or I don't know if we got it out of pure desperation for the client. But either way it goes, we got the account. Okay? But again, I'm just letting you guys know this door-to-door stuff is some of the easiest ways to get the accounts. And as you can see, it's still effective. And I haven't done it in a very long time. Like I say, the majority of my accounts that I get come from cold calling. I have the people that make the calls like we do with the lead generation, make the calls for us between hours of 7 and 12 or 8 to 12, right? By 12 noon, all those people going home. If you just joined my live, I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, or share the live, like the live, because I do this for you guys. I do this for you guys, absolutely. I want to see you win. I want to make it as simple and as easy as possible. I want to take away the fear factor from it. Okay, it's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear when you walk into these facilities. Okay, they're not gonna beat you up and blow your face in or anything like that, right? The most they're gonna tell you is we have someone. You leave out with a positive mindset, a positive attitude, and you go to the next door and knock. Right? You go to the next door and knock. You're gonna hear a lot of no's, but that yes, that yes is gonna make your day. 108 Maz, good to see you too, bud. Thanks for joining me. I'm talking about this new account that I picked up, that I feel that I picked up by mistake. 108 Maz. It's just amazing because I really, like I say, I don't feel I was my best looking today, right? I just say, you know what, the day isn't too bad. It's a little cool out, so I got a bigger coat on, and this is like my little work coat, and I'm like, okay, I'm not too shabby looking. I'm not too over. I don't have any business attire on, but I'm not too. So I walk in and I went door knocking, right? And little did I know that I would get this account. I came back out to my vehicle. Like I said, I keep a folder of business cards, ink pens, pencils, flyers, postcards, my contract, my breakdown, my estimate breakdown sheet, my bidding sheets in case in case I'm putting in a bid, in case I'm up against some other numbers or something like that, I can write the bid up. But I keep this stuff on me. This is what you will want to have on you. This is what you want to have in your vehicle, right? If you don't have a vehicle, this is what you want to have in a backpack. Just look at it like you're going back to college or something, right? Put everything neatly in your backpack, and when you go door to door, be ready. They might say, how quickly can you get us a quote? Well, if you're on the bus, right, or you're on public transportation, you're on the train, then like, okay, I'm not sure if I can get back over here today. Be like, well, if we can do a quick walkthrough, I will be able to go ahead and write it up today. I'll be able to write it up for you, and get it back to you quickly. And then when you leave, go to Starbucks, go to McDonald's or something, right? Go anywhere. You don't want to necessarily write it up right there at the facility. I wouldn't do it, at least. I don't know. It's just something about them maybe watching me write it up or something. I just wouldn't do it right there. But you can go to Barnes and Nobles, right? Or you can go anywhere where you can just sit down, get a coffee, something real quick, bam, hand write it up. That's what I did today, and I got the contract. When I generally type it up, I have everything presented, type form. But I hand wrote it up today. I turned it in. They accept the numbers, and we clean that account 3 times a week. And the facility is not small, but it's not really huge. It's not what I would consider a medium-sized account. And we're going to do pretty good on that account. We start today at 7 o'clock tonight. Okay? I'm going to have one of my employees meet me over, and I'm going to train them as I train myself. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. I normally don't do that. I normally work the account myself. Until I get the hang of doing it. But I've gotten so accustomed to not really working these accounts that I'm going to train this person as I train myself, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. I expect to have this account for, many years to come, right? As I do any account. But if I can do it, you guys, in Detroit, you can do it wherever you're at. I don't care what the market is looking like. It's apartments. It's just so much money around it. You just don't know, how much money you're passing up. You don't know how much money you're letting the competition get when you don't go door to door. How many more numbers do you think I should send you to get results? I'm not sure if I understand that particular question. Lesson understood. I need to get out there myself. Yes, that's what you have to do. You have to get out there yourself. You can't solely depend upon just one medium, right? When you marketing a business, a lot of you guys have that employee mindset that you just solely depend on. Not everybody, but a lot of you guys have that mindset that you just depend upon one avenue to try to get accounts. Okay? And I just took a lead generation program. I have many phone numbers and appointments you think you get. I don't know what you sent in. I'm not over that, and I'm not in charge of that. Okay? So if you're sending any numbers in or however much you send in, you just got to keep sending them in. Okay? With the lead generation program. For me, it takes many hundreds and hundreds of calls, right? Maybe sometimes thousands. That's why I have my people working around the clock. Well, not around the clock, but every day, right? From Monday to Friday, from 7 to 12 or 8 to 12, something like that. Because I understand that it's a numbers game. I don't get depressed. I don't solely depend upon, even if someone was doing lead generation for me, I wouldn't say, I'm just going to wait till this person does lead generation. No, that's not how business is ran. I'm going to be trying to beat the phone lines up, so I can try to match, if somebody say, hey, I do the lead generation program for you, and I pay them to do the lead generation program for me, I'm not going to just sit back and just say, hey, I'm going to wait for these guys. No, I'll break it up. Shit, if I send them 2,000, I got 4,000, I'll do 2,000 myself. Yeah, that's the way you do it. You have to stay consistent in this business, right? So, but I couldn't tell you, Lonzo, because I'm not over it. You have to, contact my people, and they'll tell you where you're at with it or whatever. But that I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just don't know. I'm not in the office like that. Okay? Let me see. But yeah, that's 108 mass. Exactly. You have to get out there. You have to make shit jump. Every day, I'm not really fond of doing it on the internet, right? So I'm not really fond of using Facebook and social media to pick up accounts because I just don't know that realm. But I do try it. Now, it don't always work for me. I don't get depressed about it, but I keep trying it, right? Until I learn how to do it. I'm really new to this Facebook advertising thing, right? So I understand the budget. I understand how that goes, but I don't really build as much traction as I would like to on Facebook trying to pick up residential or commercial, okay? But I stay at it. It's a numbers game. Now, if I'm at it maybe 6, 7, 8 months in, and I didn't get the response, maybe this is not the right campaign for me, so then I'll pull it. It's no different than like McDonald's or anybody else. They try a campaign, right? A marketing campaign. It doesn't work. They give it enough time to build momentum. They give it enough time to build traction, and then if it doesn't work, they pull the ad, right? And then they try another way to do it, right? So that's just how it goes. You know, it's a business. You guys have to have a business mindset for this stuff. You get a lot of information on my channel, right? So you guys know what to do. You guys just don't do it. The vast majority of you, you know, a lot of guys just like the entertainment aspect of just watching me or the motivation, but a lot of you guys don't put what I say into action, so you don't get the same results, right? So you have to learn this stuff, right? That way, once you learn it and you know how to do it, you can train someone else to do it, and then you're gonna hold that person accountable, right? Like anybody, like for people that does the lead generation for me, we got a certain script, right? We have a certain format, a certain way to do it. But if they wasn't producing, I wouldn't keep these same people on staff, right? Like if I say, hey, here's my quota, this is what I expect, right? And they weren't producing those results, then I would have to go out with the old in with the new, right? I would have to say, okay, it's just not working. I can't keep it here because, you know, I'm paying you, so we got to generate results, right? So, but I understand it's a numbers game. I don't get discouraged. You know, some people have that ability. They're more transparent than others. They're more friendlier than others. Some people have that voice. Some people have that charisma, right? And they just work. And then some people need time to work it out, you know, or anything. If I'm going door to door, you know, I might say, well, I'm going to have one of my associates go door to door, and I might say, hey, I'm going to give them 6 months. And within 6 months, they might give me or get me, who knows, let's say 2 or 3 accounts, right? And that's just going every day. It's a numbers game. I do feel you can get more going door to door than you ever will be over the phones, but we don't stop anyway. We try to get accounts by any means necessary. Okay, so, and that's the way you guys have to, that's the way you have to do it. It's just no shortcut way to do it, right? And today was a prime example. Like I say, I haven't went door to door in a very, very long time because I have my people do the lead generation and we build traction from that. So I still believe in the door to door, but a lot of my traction has been coming through the phone system, right? And mailers, right? My flyers and things of this sort. We send them out. We got techniques and ways to do that. Like I told you guys, I jumped back into the residential side of doing things. So if you're interested in that, like I say, I will offer you my specific ways of doing that. If you want to hop on a coaching call, whereas I used to charge, I charge $75 an hour for that. I give it to you for $55 an hour for the coaching. All you would need is just 1 hour with me, okay? And you ask me the right questions, I give you the answers, things of that sort, and we'll be able to take care of that on that particular phone call if you guys are interested. Flyers, etc., whatever you guys need on that end. Again, I don't try to push this upon you, but it is something that I offer, okay? If you're interested at all, it's totally up to you guys, okay? So that's that. But I do want you guys to know. I do want you guys to understand the dynamics of marketing your commercial cleaning or residential cleaning company. You have to market this thing every single day. Every single day. You have to do this thing as much as you go to work. Every single day, you have to market this every single day. You need to give yourself a quota. You need to be very specific, okay, as to what you want your monthly quota. Okay, I need to get these many accounts per month, or I need to at least get these many leads per month. Okay, I expect this going door to door. I expect to get this type using the flyers or using my postcards. I expect this using my phones. I expect this, right, using social media. And hold yourself accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. You can't blame the man next door. You can't blame people. Stop blaming people, right? There's a lot of people that I work with, and I don't always go away and say, okay, it's a business lesson. I don't mean maybe the timing is a business situation, okay? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay? But I keep going. I don't let that stop me. See, a lot of guys want to be hand-fed. They want to be hand-fed, bird-fed, if you will. You got to get out of that mentality. You have to get out of that mentality. Right? You have to get out of that mentality. Okay. Someone just emailed me that's on the live. I have your email right here. You're interested in the flyers. Let me email you when I get off the live. I'm pretty sure my flyers can definitely help you. But I'm going to tell you before you order them, you have to stay persistent. Sweetie, you have to stay persistent. Okay? I don't want you to just get caught up in the energy that I exude here on YouTube and then order the flyers and do nothing with them. Okay? Because, if you pay for something, you definitely want to put into action. It's, whether you order a course or anything like that, right? You don't want to just order books and tapes and then leave it on the shelf, right? So once we send you out the flyer, I'm going to give you the details, send you the details. Once we send you out the flyer, you want to use them, right? You want to put them out there. Wherever you're at, whatever your city, your town, whatever it is, you want to use the flyer, okay? Make copies of them. We're going to send it to you in a PDF type of format. Just send your email. We'd send it to you in PDF. You can manipulate it how you want to manipulate it, change the wording. I wouldn't change the copy in it at all. I would just change where it says our company name. I would backspace that out, put your company name. Where it says our company phone number, I would backspace that out, put your company phone number. And the flyer is pretty much good to go. Now, if you want to change the offer on there, you can always just change whatever the offer you want it, whatever type of offer you want to offer. Okay? But you have to distribute them. You have to get them out there. Now, I'm not talking about going to lay them down at Walmart, because when you lay them down at Walmart, they're going to pick the entire stack up and throw them away. Okay? You need to get them in the decision maker's hand. And in order for you to get them in the decision maker's hand, you have to be out there. I'm not talking about tape them on a light pole. I'm not talking about put them on a bulletin board. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about tape it down on the table. I'm not talking about just leave them on the bus. You heard me? What I'm saying is you have to get the flyers in the decision maker hands, because that's why the verbiage, that's why the wording on it is put the way that it's put. All right? Because I try to formulate that to be what we call an irresistible offer. Okay, so the body of it, the copy and all of that is good. The headline is good. You just backspace our company name out, put yours in, backspace our company phone number out, put yours in, print it off, right? And then go ahead and get the distribute. But don't give out 50 and say, oh, it's not going to work. Because we have to give out way more than 50 for it to work. Okay, so I will be emailing you shortly. Now, back to what I was saying, you guys really want to do this door-to-door stuff. Majority of my videos talk about door-to-door. If you watch other people on YouTube, you're going to hear a lot of them talk a great deal about going door-to-door. Door-to-door, face-to-face action actually work. It's just the vast majority of the people is scared to talk to people. I don't know how you're going to make it in business if you're scared to talk to people. There's a lot of people that's nervous as fuck to talk to me over the phone, or nervous as fuck to talk to me in person, but they'll text my life away. They'll email my life away. It's so many people that email me, and I say, you know what, I want to give you some information here that I think could be able to help you. What's your phone number? And then they email me back. They never leave the phone number. If somebody that I felt was successful or that was doing better than me in a certain industry that I was in or that I'm in, and I felt like they were doing better than me, and they were ready to give me some information, they didn't say nothing about charging me, shit, yes, I would give them my number and be like, yo, okay, what's going, like, how could you help me? I would state my claim. If you're just joining me, I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, my videos, and all of this, right? I would just greatly appreciate it. But like I say, a lot of you guys are scared to pick up the phone and actually talk. You have to be personable. The commercial cleaning industry, it's about cleaning, but it's more about person to person, business to business. It's face to face. It's interaction with people. Okay, it's a people business. Because that's where it starts before you even get to slinging the mop and pushing a vacuum cleaner. Right? Before you even get to slinging a mop and pushing a vacuum cleaner, it starts with people. You're in a people business. Okay? Once you get that through your head and get past that, then it gets a lot easier. Because the people that you spoke to in the very beginning, you're probably going to start seeing less of. Right? Because they're there during the daytime, you're there during the evening. Right? They there during the daytime, you're there during the evening. You know, you're doing evening cleaning. Right? Or after hours cleaning. So you're going to see little to none of these people, like, ultimately down the line. You know, unless it's a meeting, they calling you in, they got something they want to talk about with you, they got something new that's coming up, or they got a certain party they want you to look out for, that type of thing. But you really probably won't see your contact too much, because by the time you get to the facility, a lot of times your contact is gone. Okay? You know, now if you're at plants and things like this that run maybe, 3 shifts and run around the clock, you might see, your contact person. Or if you're working at a school, something like that, right, where you're there, you're doing what we call a day porter. You're there while the kids is there, and even after the kids go home, you're there. Okay, you're probably going to see your contact person, okay, because of the nature of the facility. But if you just have just little Joe Schmo's, bank, and you go in after hours and you clean the bank, a lot of times you won't see them. You're going to wind up leaving each other messages. A lot of times they might see you, write you a sticky note and say, hey, look out for this, or hey, look out for that. And then you go ahead and clean it up and maybe write them a sticky letter back and, okay, great, we took care of that, yada, 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 right? Same thing with the dentist's office, chiropractor's offices, law firms, things like that. So I'm just letting you guys know, man, you're in the people business. There's just no way around that. If you're just joining my live, I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're just joining my live. I greatly appreciate that. I just wanted to come through and let you guys know how excited I am about getting this new contract that I just kind of walked into today. Okay? And that's just me taking a risk. Like I said, I didn't look no spectacular way, right? I just say, you know what, I haven't done door-to-door in a while. I'm a firm believer in it. I haven't done it in a while, but I'll take a stab at it today. I took a stab at it, walked in a facility, and I swear, I was like, oh man, I wish I could walk into more facilities like this. Because when I walked in that facility today, they were damn near throwing money in my bank. That's the way I looked at it, right? Because they're like, oh, we do cleaning in-house and yada, yada, yada. We've been waiting for a company, we've been needing a company to do our commercial cleaning, do cleaning around here, right? We did a walkthrough. I wrote it up. Like I said, I just came back to my vehicle. I keep the forms, the contracts, all of that in here. Came back, wrote it up, took it back in. They accept my offer. It's a 3-day-a-week cleaning. And the way I priced that, like I told you, is per cleaning. I didn't price that per hour. I priced it per cleaning. And we're going to start that tonight at 7 p.m. on the dot. So we're going to meet back with our contact personnel. She has a few things that she want to speak to us about. Plus, I would like for her to meet my employee that's going to be cleaning facility. And her and I, we're going to train together tonight. Clean the facility together tonight. And might do it a few times because I don't want her to forget. I don't want to just throw her in something and then she fuck it up, right? So we might be working together hand in hand a few times. But then after that, once I feel she's comfortable, I'll let her go ahead, stay in the facility, clean the facility, and it should be a great account for us. You guys have any questions? You guys have any questions? You guys have any questions? Well, I got you on here. We at like 50 minutes, 45 seconds. I think I'll just cut it off at an hour tops to give you guys time to charm in. Once again, if you're interested in my coaching, I'll give you the coaching for $55. And this is specifically, well, you can ask me whatever you want to ask me, but I would target this towards the residential side, because like I said, we have jumped back heavy into it. I want to share a few nuggets with you guys that I think that'll help you guys dramatically increase your revenue in the residential side of cleaning. Again, if you're interested in that, just in the subject line, once you email me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. And once again, when you email me, you guys, if you don't get me, you're going to get my assistant. Her name is Jasmine Smith. You're going to get her. Both of us check the emails. So if it's me, I'll let you know it's me that answer your email back. But anyway, you can always set something up. Put $55 coaching in the subject. Put $55 coaching in the subject, and I'll be more than willing to give you guys the coaching and help you with that. Like I say, you can ask me whatever, but the information that I want to share with you on this particular call is for those that's interested in picking up residential accounts. Okay? Because I got some great stuff for that. Okay? But it's going to take work. It's not easy. It will take work. If you're interested in the flyer, we got the 2 for 1 thing. It's either 2 for 100, 1 for 50. I will give a discount for that. I won't say what the discount is right here on the live. If you email me, just put flyer discount. Okay, I'll just put it that way. Just put flyer discount in the subject line. Okay, and I'll give you a pretty good discount, a fair price. You'll be able to manipulate the flyer as you want once you receive it. Actually, it's not 2 flyers. It's 1 flyer, and then it's a letter, like a letter for those that want to target apartment complexes, apartment facilities, apartment buildings, right? Property managers. Okay, it's a certain type of way you got to talk to them for them to respond back to your letter, right? And I feel like we have the right body, we have the right copy, the right language in that letter to convey that, to get that across to them. Okay, so that's what you will receive. Just 1 flyer that you can use for any business, right? Commercial, law firm, dentist, whatever. Whatever offer, you can change the offer. I wouldn't change the copy. I wouldn't change the headlines in the copy. But if you want to change the offer to, start today, get your first month free, get half off your first month cleaning for, square feet of 5,000 and less, whatever you want to put, whatever your offer is, right? You can make whatever your offer is, but I wouldn't change the copy. I wouldn't change the headline in it. But whatever offer you want to put in there to capture their attention, to possibly pick them up as an accountant, you can. But the sales letter, I wouldn't change nothing in it, but wherever our name is, you put your name. At the bottom, obviously, where it says sincerely, Fabio Hart, you're gonna put your name, right, or your company name. You backspace that out. Put your company phone number, your company website or email address, whatever the case is that you would like to add into that letter for the potential client to be able to contact you back. Okay. That's all I would change. I wouldn't change none of the wording, but it's up to you. If you do, and you don't get the response you want, then okay. But once it's in your possession, you can do what you can manipulate it how you want to manipulate it. And as for the flyer, so you just put flyer discount in the subject line, book FabioHart@gmail.com. That's BOOKFABIOHART@gmail.com, right? Or if you're interested in the hour coaching, I will give it to you for a nice little discount, $55 flat out the door, right? That's 1 hour, and it's going to be the best hour that you ever had. Okay. Again, for those that's interested, you can purchase that. For those that's not, it's fine. There's no pressure. Okay. But I do want you guys at the very least, I'm about to go ahead and wrap this up. I want you guys at the very least to go door to door. Spend some time doing it. Make yourself do it. Get it done by any means necessary. I got tons of emails and tons of text messages and things like that where people actually using my techniques and it's working. People are finally getting out of their fear of picking up the phones and making the calls. People are doing my door-to-door. People is ordering my flyer. It works in some areas better than other areas. But people are using the flyer. They know that they got to continue to use it. People that order my coaching actually listen and not just hobnob on the phone with me and just talk. They actually listen, take notes, and utilize what I say. I absolutely don't get a lot of you guys. I don't know why you will order like a coaching from me or order a flyer from me and not do anything with it. Like I don't get that. Because the stuff works, but it's gonna take being consistent and staying persistent. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for now. I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. It looked like you guys, hopefully, if you guys interested, you get back with me. If not, I totally understand. But stay active, stay at it, and you will win this. You will win this game. Okay? You got to slowly build yourself a system. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Take care.